I've been recovering aeroplanes, as you know, for about 20 odd years now from Russia. This was a rather unique one. It was at the bottom of a lake near Murmansk. It was built in America, at Boston, the Bell factory in 1943, and it was flown across America by girls doing trips of about 400 miles each leg, and through Canada, Alaska, the Bering Straits, and across Russia. It arrived in Russia early 44, and it was taken over by a young pilot named Baranovsky. He flew it round to August 44, and the all Bell P39s had to have a modification, and that took about 2 weeks. And when they'd finished the modification, Baranovsky took it up and shot down 7 airplanes within 1 week with that particular airplane. But he was well known for his ground attack work, attacking tanks and troop movements, convoys, that sort of thing. And as the Germans were pushed back from Russia and through the top of Norway, the aircraft had to be brought forward, and this particular unit was operating out of Murmansk and was taken forward to a base near Kirkenes in the top of Norway. On the way there, this aircraft was lost. Now, it wasn't shot down, and we don't really know the circumstances of it going down. All we know is that he was in the unit flying to this base near Kirkenes, and he dropped out of formation. And he was never seen or heard of again.
Bring it in. Mind your back then.
4 years ago, we recovered a hurricane from this particular lake, and an old fisherman came across and said there's another one a couple of 100 yards out in the lake that he could see when the sun was in the right position and he was out fishing. So we decided to have a look, investigate it, and it was this P39. And that was the first it'd been heard of it since 1944, November 44. And we recovered it, brought it back here. And the strange thing, that it went to Russia on lease land from America. And so we have now passed it on to a museum in Buffalo. And the museum took over a Bell factory. And this particular airplane is the only one that we've ever recovered that's actually going home. It's going back to the same building that it was built in. there's another unique thing about it. It's the only aircraft that we've ever recovered with a logbook, with all its history in it. And this was because it was in transit flight, not in combat, and it was going from one base to another. Also, there was loads of extra ammunition on board and tins of meat, lease land stuff. We used to send spam and things over, the Americans did anyway. And the airplane had loads of that in, you know, tin cans of it. And that was canned by the Deerfoot Canning Company in America, so still got the names on it. And that's about all I can tell you. And the Americans are now calling it, they've got two names for it. They're calling it Natasha, and they're also calling it Miss Lend-Lease. So now it's on its way home.